That is the most Caitlin Clark way to win the game.
There's so much opportunity in transition. Caitlin Clark needs no...
She'll need the heroics here, and does it.
Caitlin Clark, a star from college basketball, now faces tough rivals in the WNBA who want to see her fail. But instead of backing down, she meets their challenges head-on, proving with her play that actions speak louder than words. This video will review how Caitlin Clark showed her WNBA bully masters. Who's the boss here? Caitlin Clark is a 22-year-old basketball star who's completely changing the game, especially in women's basketball. Even at her young age, she's smashed record after record, becoming the top scorer in both men's and women's basketball. While women's basketball doesn't always get the attention it deserves, Caitlin's been packing stadiums with fans eager to watch her play. Clark has a way of turning casual viewers into die-hard basketball fans. Her energy on the court is electric and contagious. People can't help but get caught up in the excitement she brings. In just a year, she's attracted a huge following, drawing more and more people into the stands. In a recent game, Caitlin led her team, the Indiana Fever, to a close 84-80 victory over Connecticut, scoring 19 points. Among those points was her 86th three-pointer of the season, breaking the rookie record set by Ryan Howard just a year before. Even more impressive is that Caitlin set this record in just 31 games, while Howard had 34 to reach 85 three-pointers. This is just one of many records Caitlin's already broken in her first WNBA season. She's leading the league in three-pointers with 88 and has set a new single-season rookie record for assists with a whopping 224. She also tops the charts for both assists and turnovers, proving she's always in the thick of the action. Moreover, Caitlin Clark had a legendary career at Iowa, setting numerous NCAA and Big Ten records. She became the all-time leading scorer in college basketball, men's or women's, with 3,951 points. Clark is the first player to hit 3,800 points, 1,000 assists, and 950 rebounds. She also set records with a 28.4 points per game average, 548 career three-pointers, and 201 threes in a single season. Her dominance extended to tournament play, where she holds the record for most points, assists, and three-pointers. Her college career was truly one for the history books. Speaking of her family background, Caitlin is the second of 3 children to Ann Nizzy Clark and Brent Clark. She comes from a sporty family. From a young age, she played all sorts of sports, but eventually focused on basketball. Her talent was clear early on. By the time she was just 5 years old, she could trickle like a pro and had a skill for reading the game. Her competitive spirit and determination were there from the start, setting the stage for the superstar she's become today. But with fame comes criticism and jealousy. It's been noticed on several occasions that senior players often push back against rising stars, sometimes leading to harsh treatment. Caitlin Clark has experienced this firsthand. The basketball community has seen multiple instances where she's been met with hostility rather than warmth from other players. There have been heated exchanges, trash talk, and even physical confrontations, making it clear that she isn't exactly winning any popularity contest in the WNBA players. In this regard, Caitlin Clark's thrilling showdown against Diana Taurasi on June 30th, 2024 was a game to remember. With 15 points, 12 assists, and 9 rebounds, Clark led the Indiana Fever to a dramatic 88-82 victory over the Phoenix Mercury. Despite being 1 rebound shy of a triple-double, Clark had an off-night shooting, hitting only 4 of 14 shots from the field and 2 of 10 from beyond the arc. What a remarkable game. Yet, she stepped up in the clutch, making 2 crucial free throws with 19.9 seconds left to put the Fever ahead by 3 points. Indiana had to overcome a 15-point deficit from the first half, showing incredible resilience. This highly anticipated game was a huge deal in women's basketball, drawing a record-breaking crowd of 177,000 fans and setting sky-high ticket prices. The atmosphere was electric as Clark, a rising star, faced off against Taurasi, a WNBA legend. Taurasi, often called as the greatest of all time, GOAT, in women's basketball, has an impressive career with multiple championships and scoring titles. She led the Phoenix Mercury to 3 WNBA championships, 2007, 2009, and 2014, and became the league's all-time leading scorer in 2017. She also helped the U.S. women's basketball team win 5 consecutive Olympic gold medals between 2004 and 2008, 2021. Caitlin Clark, a rising star with deep admiration for Diana Taurasi, faced a tough reality when her idol's comments didn't align with her hopes. Clark had always looked up to Taurasi and dreamed of following in her footsteps. However, before Clark was drafted as the #1 pick in the WNBA, Taurasi made a public remark favoring Paige Buchers over Clark, which stung deeply. Taurasi's comment, "Reality is coming," suggested that Clark would struggle in the WNBA. Instead of offering encouragement, Taurasi downplayed Clark's abilities, leaving a bitter edge to their relationship. The game was held in Phoenix on a scorching day, with temperatures rising above 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Despite the heat, the Footprint Center was packed, a testament to Clark's growing popularity. Ticket prices were through the roof, with courtside seats reaching $2,000 each, highlighting how much fans were eager to see this epic battle between the veteran and the newcomer. Taurasi came out strong, controlling the game's tempo and making impressive plays, particularly involving her towering teammate, Brittany Griner. However, as the game progressed, Clark began to find her path. Despite facing questionable refereeing decisions that frustrated many, Clark showcased her skills with deep three-pointers and smart assists. One memorable moment was when Clark baited Taurasi into a steal attempt and then made a perfect assist, showing her exceptional game sense. Their first on-court encounter was highly charged. Despite her extensive experience and success, Taurasi had to deal with Clark's relentless energy and skill. Taurasi initially dominated the game, helping Phoenix build an 8-0 lead and a 49-38 advantage by halftime. Griner and Taurasi each had 13 points at the break, showing their strong performance. But the game took a dramatic turn in the second half. The Fever, led by Clark, mounted an incredible comeback. Despite not feeling her best, Clark played almost the entire game, proving her toughness. She hit crucial three-pointers and made important assists. Her standout moment came when she broke the ankles of Taurasi's teammate, Rebecca Allen, with a stunning move that had the crowd roaring. As the Fever worked their way back into the game, they went on a 17-0 run, taking a 10-point lead in the third quarter. Phoenix managed to close the gap to 67-64 by the end of the period, but the momentum was firmly with Indiana. The referees made several controversial calls against Clark, including a questionable foul on what seemed like a clean steal and an odd offensive foul. Taurasi's reluctance to guard Clark directly raised eyebrows, especially given her earlier comments about Clark. In the final moments, the game's intensity reached its peak. Taurasi missed a crucial three-pointer and didn't hustle back on defense, leading to an obvious foul. This error gave the Fever 2 free throws and possession, turning the game in their favor. Clark, on the other hand, kept her composure under pressure. She sank the free throws and helped the Fever secure their first win against a team with a winning record. After the game, Taurasi publicly praised Clark, a significant shift from her earlier criticisms. Taurasi acknowledged Clark's talent and dedication, saying, "It's amazing to see what Caitlin has done, and the one thing I love about her is she loves the game. She's put the work in, and there have been many things thrown at her, and she keeps getting better every game. Her future is super bright." The aftermath of the game was just as impactful. Clark's performance secured a memorable victory and signaled her arrival as a major force in the WNBA. Her ability to attract a massive crowd and command record ticket prices highlighted her growing influence and appeal. The game was a turning point for both players. It was a moment for Clark to showcase her skills and leadership, proving that she could compete with the best. For Taurasi, it was an acknowledgement of a new generation of stars making their mark in the league. Clark's victory was more than just a personal win. It was a defining moment for women's basketball. Her skill, charm, and resilience elevated her status and signaled a bright future in the league. The game against Taurasi was not just a matchup of two players. It was a significant moment that reshaped perceptions and marked the arrival of a new era in women's basketball. This was not the first time Caitlin Clark had faced a healthy dose of challenges before, and disrespectful moments from opponents. But she'd always managed to keep her cool and respond on the court. One of the most talked about incidents also happened during the 2023 NCAA championship game. Angel Reese made headlines by taunting Clark with John Cena's "You can't see me" gesture and pointing to her ring finger as if to say she was about to win, while Clark would end up with nothing. This gesture sparked much controversy and became a huge media event. But Clark, showing incredible grace, chose to stay focused on her game rather than considering the insult.
And Angel Reese knows a ring is coming.
Clark got her chance for a comeback in the following year's Elite Eight on April 1st, 2024. This game was huge, drawing 16 million viewers, which was even more than the previous year's championship. The excitement was high because, this time, the teams were more evenly matched, Angel Reese had underestimated Clark's abilities, thinking it was more important to shut down Clark's teammates instead. That turned out to be a big mistake. Clark came out swinging, scoring 40 points, something no player had ever achieved against Reese. Right from the start, Clark was unstoppable, being involved in 15 out of Iowa's 17 points. This impressive performance forced LSU's coach to call a timeout early on. Despite all the tough moments, disrespect, and challenges Caitlin Clark has faced, she continues to shine brightly. In these high-stakes games, Clark's response was clear and powerful. Instead of just talking about it, she let her performance on the court speak for itself, showing how much she's grown and how she handles challenges with skill and determination. What are your thoughts on Caitlin Clark? Show WNBA Bully Who's the Boss. Let us know in the comments below. And remember to hit like and subscribe to my channel.